my drink to the side. We're going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Hyaluronic Expert today, because I think I used, where is it? Yeah, I think I used that yesterday. And I like to go in rotation if you're new here. So this is supposed to be replumping, but I've not noticed anything. Right, this is probably a bit too much. At least with this one I can put some back if I want. That is definitely too much. Hi babe, how are you? Well, I don't feel like I'm moisturised, so I'll rub it all in. See, there's not enough on this side. I don't want to go too close to the eye and get it in the eye. That'll sting. I was watching you get rid of blush video. Oh, was ya? Didn't do too well. But I've got some on the chopping block. So when it comes to spring 2025, which seems like ages off, but it's not. It'll soon get you like that. And then hopefully I'll be able to get rid of some more. See, my problem is I don't want to get rid of too much in case I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't get rid of that, and then go out and buy it in November. So, I mean, getting rid of anything's a win. Right, so that's on. Let's get that eye serum out. So I took some washing out onto the washing line in the yard earlier, and it started raining not long after, so that's going to have to be re-washed. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Tonight I am having a sleepover at my mum's house, just because every time I come home on a Saturday, all the drunks come out to the pub, and it can be quite scary walking home on your own. Let's put some of this on. Not used this for ages. So it says it's plumping. I do not notice a plumping. Technique plumping lip oil. My lips are feeling dry. What I do notice is when you put it on, I wouldn't say pain, you feel something in the back of your throat, like the sensation, not of a lip plumper, just a, I don't know what to call it. Don't think it's chemicals. Right, I'm going to go in with this Revolution Pore Minimizer Setting Spray, well, facial mist. Just trying to use it up before I do the next project pan. That's not going well. There's quite a lot left. Right, so it was here last update and now it's just under where this gold is. So I have used quite a bit of it. Hi Morag, how are you? Okay, let's get some of that Shop Mosaic Pore Minimizer on. I don't think I noticed too much of a distance difference with this either. Let's look at the pores. Right, so I've got one of those like magnified mirrors so I can see them. Right, and then I'll look at them again when I've used this way when I use it. I always start off with the eye area. Should really use my ring finger to do that because the eye area is very, very delicate. So a subscriber, she's been a subscriber of mine for quite a few years, I believe. Don't know exactly when she started subscribing. But she watches my lives when she can. She's just put her first video out and I'm so excited for her. I'm gonna put at the end of this live, because I'm sure it's called Grace.Mercy Makeup. So if you want to go and watch it, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Because putting your first video out there, and she said she's thought about it for a while, putting your first video out is nerve-wracking. I remember my first video, it wasn't even a makeup video, it was I think a Primark haul. I had hair this length, but it was straight and I was speaking like a timid mouse. Yeah, it's not a good video. Right, so I'm not really noticing a difference there with that pore minimizer from Shop Mosaic. I noticed more of a difference with the Primark one. But I don't want to open that until I finish the Shop Mosaic one. And I won't be getting any pore minimizer like primers until they've all gone. So I've got 5 of them. So they'll probably do me for a couple of years. Right. Glow stick. Primark glow stick. I've been forgetting to use it, so let's get the glow on. I still want to try that Say glowy serum that Tammy uses. Looks really nice. It's like a gel from what I can see when Tammy uses hers. She just looks so glowy after it. Right, shall we use these Shop My Stash crappy foundations that I pulled in? Well, the Primark one isn't crap. I think I'll just use this by itself. I pulled it in after I did the Shop My Stash because this one's too dark. I might end up giving this to my niece, but it's porcelain. It's a lighter shade you can buy, but I don't think it is the lightest shade from number 7 because when I've been tested in the past, I can't remember the actual shade of it, but it was never porcelain. Anyway, this one's porcelain and this one is my shade. And even this looks yellow. Looks like it's got a lot of yellow in it. I had about 1.5 pumps, guys. Still some here. Right, that'll do for now. Put the rest of it on this sponge, so I'll be going in with that later. You can still get this at Primark. So last time I went in, how much was it? £6, bargain. And is it for 30 mils? Yeah. Most foundations are 30 mils, but can you see the glow? But the odd one isn't. The odd one's like 30 to 35 mils, and you can even get some foundations at 25 mils. So just watch out for that. What's everyone doing with the evening or the day, wherever you are in the world? I see the content creators are still making money off that Jay Slater boy. I mean, come on, give it a rest. You know, they've found him now, and unfortunately they didn't find him alive. They just need to give it a rest now. They're doing it, they're creating content because they're making money off of it. And making money off somebody that's not with us anymore, I think, is freaking disgusting. You know, it's like I was saying to my friend Louise, I said, I could do content. All you need is a channel, and all you need to do really is to be up to date with what's gone on. I mean, if I'm being honest, I find the whole thing triggering for me personally. Because that I could have been in a situation with my ex-partner like that. Just enjoying my day off, also doing chores. Yeah, it's gross, isn't it? Just, I mean, don't understand people. People will always have something to say. It's like I can remember reading a comment in one of the newspapers. It was a free newspaper, and this guy said, oh, it was online, that was it. And this guy said, well, I want to know who was supposed to be looking after him. It was a grown man. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, yes, I've got a responsibility, or I had a responsibility towards him, just as he had to me. But I mean, I can't watch him 24/7. And if that comes across harsh or callous or whatever, it is just the way it is. And I'm just thankful that Jay's parents weren't with him on holiday, because they would have been grilled really, really badly, just like I was. I've not spoke out about this and I'm not going to go into masses of detail. He is a private man, and although we're not together anymore, I respect his privacy. But all I'm trying to say is I understand when someone goes missing what it's like, because I've been there. And I've not been there to the extent of, what happens now when people go missing. The content creators get involved. Well, they're called sleuths, aren't they? Because when my ex went missing, TikTok wasn't a big deal. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I could be all over TikTok, being reprimanded. But yeah, I went through hell. It's not nice. Just like Nicola Bulley's husband, he went through a hard time as well when she went missing. Just wiping my mirror off. They're not happy unless they're making up stories. And that's what I mean, The more that they can carry it on, the more money they earn from it. I respect the people more that haven't spoke out about Jay, because not everyone has, not every crime show, because I watch a lot of crime documentaries on YouTube, and not everyone has spoken out over it. There's some people outside my window, next flat along, so you might hear some guys, it's reconnecting. Right. I recently watched a Lifetime documentary with Gypsy. Took place when she was getting paroled. Only thing I watched with her since she went into prison. Very interesting thing she was saying. Was it, it's a series, isn't it? Something about lockup. I've watched that one. I'm watching the other one now with my sister. Now, I personally won't buy it because I don't like her. But that doesn't mean I don't want to watch it. I just feel so sorry for Ryan at the moment. She married the dude, and then 3 months in, 12 weeks, and she's done a runner and gone back to her ex-husband, her ex-fiance, and then 11 weeks in, she's announced that she's, 11 weeks pregnant? 12 weeks in, she announced that she was 11 weeks pregnant. Well, she's either damn lucky, or they was having an affair behind Ryan's back. And that's what Ryan seems to think, that they was having an affair before Gypsy left. Reasons why she did it, and Nick, her opinions about things, again, interesting. Yeah, series. Yeah, I don't get how she's pregnant, period. She's a manipulator. I don't believe a word that comes out of that girl's, she's not a girl, is she? She's 32. That comes out of her mouth. When they was arrested, I might have gone into this before. When they was arrested, they interviewed Nick. Nick spoke the truth right from the start. And Gypsy was like, oh, no, I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. It took them I don't even think they got it out of her in that interview, and they was interviewing her for hours and hours and hours on end. I mean, I don't know at what point she finally admitted it, but yeah, I do feel sorry in a way for Nick, because she did manipulate him, and yes, he did do the act, as she keeps saying, but I mean, would he have done it? He wouldn't even know Dee Dee if it wasn't for the fact that he'd been talking to her daughter. So I can't feel sorry for Gypsy, other than the fact that, you know, she went through what she went through, and we've only got, like, I'm sure she went through what she went through, like, for the most part, but did she actually go through it all? Because when she was in prison, no, it wasn't when she was in, well, when she was in prison, she was obviously tested. They do blood tests, and there was no drugs found in her body. But there's also this show called Cop Spill on YouTube. One's a policeman, so he's got access to all the records, and then another person's a nurse. So she knows basically what she's talking about, and she said that nowhere on record could they find all the operations that Gypsy's saying that she's had. Like, she's saying that she's had over 20 surgeries. You know, she said she definitely had, you know, that eye surgery, because her eyes were born like that. But she's not had a lot of the surgeries that she's claiming to have had. So I don't know. I really, really don't know about that. Nick seems like an open book. Not sure if it has to do with his disability or mental health. She seems like she's been lying from the start. Definitely she's been lying from the start. I feel like this is why I'm not a fan of hers. In the beginning, when she was first released, I'm like, oh, she's coming out, I'm so pleased for her. You know, she shouldn't have really been put in there, like, because of what she went through, but it's come out now that she hasn't gone through exactly what she said. I mean, I don't doubt that she had a very, very tough childhood, and that her mother did some of what she said that she's done. But all of it, they only know, don't they? So, and can't stop lying to whatever helps her the most. That drug thing really gets me, especially since she said she did it because she was high. Yeah, definitely. And then, I don't know if you saw the point where they was in a motel as well, because they couldn't get on the bus. They had to get the bus the next day, so they had to book back into the motel. And Nick was really, really quiet, and Gypsy was laughing her head off. She claimed she was high there, but it doesn't matter. You still know what you're doing when you're high. So, just my opinion. Just my opinion, guys. Yeah, the motel video is crazy. I don't want to say exactly what she said in it, but it was gross. Absolutely gross. If you want to watch it, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. But I could talk all day about this subject and her. But then I'd probably get hate. Like, why do you hate Gypsy so much? Because she's done nothing but lie. And pass the book on to Nick. I'm just using my Fenty powder, guys. She might have a personality disorder. It's funny you should say that, because I was talking to my sister about that. I said, she's just not right. My sister gives me a really hard time. She's like, oh, you don't like her at all, do you? And I said, it's not that I don't like her, it's that I don't like that he's got all the blame, you know, Nick. and he's not had a fair trial. If you think about it, everyone's like advocating for Nick to get a fair trial. I'm not saying that he needs to come out, because I mean what he did was serious, but like with someone with his disabilities, does he, I mean, it's kind of like, I've been listening to podcasts and things, and people are saying he really shouldn't be in that environment. He shouldn't be in prison. He should be in kind of like a rehabilitation centre where they can really, really look after him and cater for his needs. They're not doing that in prison. So, yeah, something is wrong with her. I'm not a doctor. I don't think you have to be a doctor to know that there's something wrong with her, though, do you? I'm going to put my eyeshadow base on now, because my eyes are looking pink again from the eyeshadows. So I'm not saying he needs to get out, but he could get killed in there. He seems like a child, very much so. But in a sense, do you not think Gypsy seemed very childlike? She didn't get to live out her 17, 18, 20s. So she's doing it all now. She's making the mistakes that an 18-year-old would do. So she's not lived a life. She got married to Ryan in prison when she probably shouldn't have. She probably should have. This is just me again. And what I think, she probably should have just, if she wanted to date Ryan when she got out of prison, seen how that went. I mean, she was dating him in prison, but not really. He was just like visiting her. And then when she came out of prison, she went to live with him. And then that didn't work. She realised that he wasn't the person she thought he was. And then wanted Ken. So, I mean, she should have just not, in my opinion, she shouldn't have married him. And as soon as she got out of prison, she should have done the things that she couldn't do when she was younger. Right, I'm going to set it now, because if I don't set it, might be a mess. Brush hairs are coming out of this. It is an old brush though. Not many people in here tonight, is there? They're out partying. No, she didn't get to date or drink or have that time in her life. She didn't go to prom. I can't feel sorry for her though, because she did this. She set this up, you know. She manipulated Nick. She was the mastermind behind it all. And I just can't feel sorry for her. And now she's over on TikTok making her millions. You know, not just TikTok, basically from her from her documentaries, not autobiographies, from her book deals. Apparently she's worth like $4 million now. That's just, is that not insane for you to be known for being that kind of person? You know, I feel like that's insane. Right. Bronzer. Cream bronze. I wish I knew where my e.l.f. bronzer brush was. You don't feel sorry for her either. She just seems like she's trying to make up for lost time with the guys. Do you not... She's always going back to the exes, though. She never goes on to a new guy. Like, it was Ryan, and then she went back to her ex-partner, Ken. Like, it's not like she met a new guy. And both Ryan and Ken said, oh, we're so lucky that she chose us. You know, she had hundreds and hundreds of guys writing to her when she was in prison. And out of all those hundreds and hundreds of guys, she chose us. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not lucky. You're not lucky. I don't see that as luck. I feel like Ryan is lucky that he got away from it. But I don't think he feels that at the moment. He will do though, one day. You know, I really didn't feel like coming onto a live today because for 2 days now, I've been trying to upload my blush declutter and collection. Finally, like I must have uploaded it 7 times just to get it uploaded. Finally, it got uploaded a couple of hours ago. Like everything else in life, she's just seeing what works for her. Both of those guys have invested an interest in her, that's true. Ryan, though, was prepared to treat her like a princess. And Ken dumped her when she was in prison, you know, because he didn't like the media attention. And funny that, though, isn't it? Because all he's getting now is media attention. It's all about the money. I mean, Gypsy's never going to have a normal job. Let's put that out there. She's never... I don't think anyone would employ her because, you know, the paparazzi would always be going into a place of work. So what choice does she have but to do these things? Right, I'm going in with Flower Beauty, Heat Wave, Luminous Bronzer, Sunrise L1. Yeah, I mean, she only have been out of prison. She got out in January. What's that, 6-7 months? And to already have 4 million sat in the bank. That's just life-changing. No one is ever going to have that in the bank either, unless you're a celebrity. And it takes celebrity years to actually have that in the bank. So why does Gypsy, when she's done what she's done? Need a drink. All this Gypsy talk is making me thirsty. Let me get some more Fenty powder on. I always say this, but I love the smell of this powder. What does it smell like? Like either vanilla or cake batter. Very, very sweet. I just love it. It smells like this. That smells like it as well. The Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So they're definitely putting the same ingredients in, aren't they? Right, I'm not using that Malika palette today. I want to use a single blush. Yeah, exactly. Let's use this Hourglass one because I don't know if I want to keep this around. Starting to break. I've got a feeling I used this yesterday. Right, I'm not going to use it because I've got a feeling I used it yesterday. I'll use this Clinique one instead. I don't know what I'm using from day to day. So, Clinique Cheek Pop Pearl in 02 Topaz Pop. That's the colour. It's really, really pretty. Probably a bit, it's too warm for what I want. Okay, I will sort myself out sooner or later. Right, that's too warm. Let's go back to the Hourglass. Sorry, guys. Well, that lip oil didn't stay on for long. Maybe I should put some more on. Well, it's because I'm drinking water. I won't put some more on then, because that's probably what's taking it off. I'm liking that. Right, highlighter. What am I using? Let's carry on using the palette. I think we'll go with this peach one today. Right, that shouldn't be in there. So, what shade is it? Subsolar. Look at the bling of these. Ooh. So I placed a Sephora order, as Tammy says, Sephora. And I only placed it yesterday, and it's already on its way to me. I think it'll come on Monday. And you guys are probably saying, but you're on the no-buy. Well, look at this. And I only have a Revolution bronzer, and I don't think I like it. I might declutter it. So this is the e.l.f. putty bronzer, and I was going to get the e.l.f. contour stick anyway, because I do need a replacement. I love my cream bronze, as you can see. So I'm getting a bronzer, and I had a little bit of money left over from my mum, from the birthday money she gave me. My birthday's not till February, but we always buy things super early so that we're not buying them late and they get lost. You know, when you order in November and they just get lost or don't turn up or whatever. We don't really like doing that because it's happened too many times. So, like, if I want makeup, we tend to order early. And there's been sales on. I feel like I've got a hair in my mouth. Oh, great. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Just blending it in with a sponge. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll use the Max Factor Miracle Veil. Hi Mana. What have I been up to today? Been getting stressed. YouTube wouldn't upload my video. So I've been working on that for 2 days. Must have tried uploading it 7 times. Other than that, not a lot. How about you? What have you been up to? Don't really need to put it on my head. Good, I went on holiday. Where did you go again? Was it Portland? Somebody's been to Portland and I don't know if that was you. I have that many people coming in, I can't remember everything about everyone, but I try. Right, so we've got the Technique Glow Setter. Let's put some on. Let's put the hair behind the ears. So a question, if you had £1 million, what would you do with it? I would buy my mum a house. Buy myself a house. Actually, no. Scrap that. I would buy land and then I would get a house built and my mum a house on the side of my house, so they call them like granny flats, don't they? I would get her built one of them, and while that's being done, I would take us on holiday. We've not had a holiday for a while, but we are going on a 3-day break. It's not a 3-day weekend. It's the Tuesday to the Friday. I came back yesterday from Japan. Oh, what, from Japan? How was it? Are you going to say what brand of bronzer you getting, or do we have to wait? I want that to be a surprise. It's going to come on Monday. In my Monday live, I'll open the box. I'm not going to make a video because hauls don't tend to do that well, so I'll bring it out in the live. You'll get to see what I've got, but I need to take one thing to my mum's so she can wrap that for my birthday. Oh, I'm not going to like waiting for that because I've wanted it for so long. Oh, so dehydrated. Right, eyes. I feel so tired. I've only done the base. The eyes is where you concentrate. Right, okay. Let's get that palette out. Today, I want to use Soothsayer. This really nice. It's like a blue purple. And I think I'm going to use... Yeah, I'll just use these neutrals. Gold today. No, blue. To go on my top. Right, so let me tell you. When I'm wearing a top of a colour, you'll know, like going forward, oh, she must be doing this and that eyeshadow. When it's black or when it's like a plain colour, then it's more neutral, I think. Or if it's black though, I could be doing any colour as well. I might just not have that colour top. If it's like a brown, it's definitely a neutral colour. I actually had a brown top today and I was thinking of using California, which is more peach leaning. I'll be doing that one on Monday. And then we're done and we can do another shot of my stash. Right, let me take whatever's on. Blue and silver. I don't have silver, it's white. Well, it's like a white silver. I'm putting that in the inner corner. And if I like the way it looks, I normally drag it up a bit higher. Right, so we're going to go on with the shade first. It's the second lightest of the Colourpop eyeshadows I've got. Do not ask me what palette it's out of, what shade it is. I don't know. Blue and silver to go with shirt and necklace, that's true. Yeah, from now on, I want to get either just some stickers that I can write on, you know, write the name in like a fine print Sharpie or something, or a label maker. Because now I don't know what palette it goes back in. But I'm not bothered, I'll just keep them in magnetic palettes like this until they're gone. Part of me wishes I had that palette. Do you remember it, Blue Cloud, that Colourpop came out with? I saw it on eBay. I never got any of the... Oh, what I did have, and what I do still have, is... I can't do anything about it now. I'm not taking this off. It's fading to hue. and it has every colour under the rainbow. So I could have wore blue today. I really don't like wearing too much blue though, so my Z palette should get here today. I'm going to Depop. Eyeshadow and MAC blushes. How big is it? What kind of Z palette is it? When I say what kind, I mean what brand. Then maybe this shade. Two medium size ones. Like this are a bit bigger. Like to me that's medium size. Because you can get smaller ones than that. But you can also get massive ones. My friend Lisa's got, I don't know from what brand she's got it from, but it's double-sided and it's massive. Yeah, that size. Okay. I was talking to Eden about any palettes that I want, and I said, well, the thing is, I'm getting 3 palettes next year. 2 for Christmas, 1 for my birthday, and there's just absolutely nothing I want. Said, but I wouldn't mind some Pastel Roses singles, but I need to figure out what's good and what's not good in my singles collection. This is why I'm doing this. But I don't think I'm going to pull as much this Shop My Stash. Maybe I'll just pull 3 or 4 and then we'll pull a small palette as well. So we're not just using singles, because I know that can get a little bit boring. I have been wanting to do it, then they went on sale for Prime Day, so I took it as a sign. Darn right, it's a sign. What brand is it? La Roque. This one's quite a good one. La Roque, what's it called? La Roque Shadow Bed. And I think they do a bigger one than that as well. Oh, that's in the wrong place now. Also, I went to my sister's yesterday. Oh my god. Luna. She was having an off day. She wouldn't come to me. Well, she came to me to give me a hug and that when I first went in the door, and to jump all over me because she was excited. But then all she wanted to do was go in and out, in and out, in and out all day long. Because it's like where my sister lives, there's 2 little girls that live across from her, and Luna just loves those little girls. So she always wants to be out. I wasn't good enough for her. I don't know if this is working anymore. I noticed the other day Tammy has a Luna too. Yeah, Luna the cat. That's what I said when I first started watching Tammy's channel. I'm like, oh, I can't believe that. My niece has a border collie Luna. Right, I think I'm going to make it simple and just put brown eyeliner on. I'm behind with Tammy's videos again. I'd caught up. I'd watched like 11 in a few days. I'm like, Tammy, I'm dedicated to the cause. I'll watch at least one when I'm staying over at my mum's tonight, because I've got unlimited data. And I can't always sleep, so I'll watch one at her house. And then I'll only be 2 behind. Thing is, you just can't always be on track with people's videos, can you? Okay. And let's see if this works. So it's beautiful. Really pretty. It's like a blue purple. It's not even the same as my top. So we can't go down that route. It's very, very light. But I'm going to keep going in with it until I've got the right pigmentation. This one's okay anyway. It doesn't need decluttering. Wow, I like it on the eye even more than in the pan. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I mean, I'm getting ready at 10 o'clock at night. This will be off in a couple of hours. Doesn't seem to be getting any more pigmented than that though. Like, it's very light, so you can only build it up so much. Right, we'll call that done for that side. I feel like you could get a bit more pigment if you put a base down. Not a white base, a darker base. On this side, it's better. Do you go to your mum's with makeup? Makeup on, yes. My mum's got a very extensive makeup collection, because all the makeup that I don't want, she ends up with. So for a 74-year-old woman, she has got a lot of makeup. I knew what you meant. Ooh. Right, now I'm going to blend out. I'm not liking how it looks in the crease, but never mind. Well, that's really cool that your mum likes makeup too. She doesn't have a choice, babe. I'm like, here's some makeup for your mum. And she's like, more makeup? What am I supposed to do with the last lot? And I said, well, we'll go through it. This makeup that I'm bringing you now is a lot newer, so we can just declutter the older stuff. So it's like I do a declutter, and then we do a declutter at my mum's with her makeup. So it's a declutter plus declutter. Okay, I think we're done with that. Right, I will bring Eleanor out. This one's by Titmouse Cosmetics. The other one was by Pastel Roses. And we'll just put this in the inner corner, I think. Kind of like my mum. Do you have a lot of makeup, babe? Because I've been talking to people recently who don't have channels, and yet they have a lot of makeup. You have too much. So you know how I feel when I say I'm overwhelmed. I will go in a bit here. Should have used a smaller brush, but never mind. Right, so all I've got to do now is use the California shade tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday, because tomorrow's Second Chance Sunday. Hi, I'm Handy, I'm back with a gorgeous eye look I'll rewatch. Yeah, so tomorrow's Second Chance Sunday. Oh, crap. Second Chance Sunday. Wait, nearly dropped it. Feel like I want to use this. That is not going well. Can you see the blue there? Well done, Andrea. Just spread it along your face. And I put some more foundation on. Oh my gosh. Epic fail. Looks like a cool highlight. Also, I don't know if it's come from here or the silver has a bit of a blue tint. It's nice though, but I don't want it on my face. I'm just going to make it worse. It looks nice. Shit in hell. I might just have to leave it the way it is. Excuse the profanity, ladies. Oh, that's not as bad, is it? I organised the other day and found stuff I forgot I had. I thought I was going to have to rebuy my favourite setting spray. What do you know? I have a backup. That's brilliant. I just got an audio call from my friends, like 2 of my friends as well. I can't answer because I'm in a live. They know I do lives as well. They'll just have to do the audio call between themselves. Sorry, Lisa. Sorry, Naomi. I'm talking to Babe and I'm talking to Morag. And I've been talking to them longer. Just watch Blush Declutter. You did well. Thank you, Morag. Right, so I feel like I want a bit more of that soothsayer on. So that it's nice. So impressions are it's nice, but not dark enough. Now, I thought I would never say that about blue eyeshadow, but it's more blue-purple. Blurple. Right, just have to leave that as it is. Looks like my nail polish I have on right now. Oh. Have you got a branded nail polish on? You know what I do sometimes? I use any single multi-chrome, duochrome and put it on my nails and it looks super nice. Get this back in the drawer. Really? Yeah. So basically how you do it is you put a top coat on first, let that dry. Then you get a brush or you can get a sponge tip applicator. I might try the sponge tip applicator method because I've not tried that. I normally do it with a brush. And then I brush the eyeshadow on, whichever eyeshadow I want. And you can do it with shimmers. The only thing you can't do it with is mattes. So then you put one coat on with your shimmer. And then you put another top coat on to basically set it. And then if it needs some more, then you do the same thing again, basically. And it does last. It doesn't tend to chip, like at the moment my nail polish is chipped. That is nail polish. That's a Rimmel Rita Ora one. So, I think I'll wear this again. Prime Pro Antics, Prime Lash Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara in brown. Wow, that's really cool. I'm going to try that. Try it and let me know. Somebody put it on Instagram. I can't remember. They told me about it. No, I tried it straight away and I loved it. And I loved it so much, I gave half of my nail polish collection to my mum. There's a nail polish collection video on this channel, actually, of me decluttering. I didn't do it in a live, it's just a normal video. And I said if I didn't use the others in 6 months, I'd give her them as well. Because what's the point in keeping something if you're just not going to use it? Right, debating on lips. They're quite dry, so they need to have something moisturising. Let me see what lip glosses I've got. I haven't got many. That's too dark. No. So none of them then. What's this? No, they're too dark. Right, I'm just gonna go clear with a hint of something. Elizabeth Arden. This one is Sunset Bronze Prismatic Lip Gloss. It was weird how attached I was getting rid of some of my makeup the other day. Oh, really? Did you find it difficult? What I'm going to do, when I've done the whole of the declutter, I've got a big massive bag. I'm going to come on again and show, just like kind of recap of what I've decluttered. You should see it. It's like a big massive I can only refer to what it is in the UK. I don't know if Morag's still here, but Morag, if you go shopping in like Tesco or Asda or something like that, it's a shopping bag that size. I don't know what it would be the equivalent of in other countries, but it's big. Do you know, like those recycling shopping bags that you can buy in supermarkets? It's that size. Yeah, they're a carrier bag, but they're like massive carrier bags, like kind of it's not just a normal carrier bag. It's not like a plastic carrier bag. It's very heavy duty. It's a heavy duty carrier bag, but it is still a carrier bag. You'll see. You'll see when I do the recap. Different trips and experiences were running through my head. I realised I was saving it for other reasons than using the product. I have been like that on a couple of items in the declutter. Well, I want to keep this because it brings me back memories of Sephora. It was the first ever Sephora I went to in Portugal with my mum, for blushes, but at the end of the day, I don't need to be keeping it. I can pass it on her, and she pass it on to her, and she can keep it. And then when I go to a house, I can see it. I don't have to keep it. Yeah, the recyclable ones, like in Home Bargains. Yep, they're the ones, the massive ones. So this is the look. Liking it. It wasn't too mad on this. I mean, I think you can still see it a bit because it's down here as well. Well, that I feel like I'm gonna drag it down though again. Oh, what the hell? That just goes to show I can make a highlighter if I want, mixing the blue and the white, or the blue and the pearl. I think that's what it's meant to be, like a pearly white silver. I can do a little blue highlight. You see blue. Thank you, Morag. I have never thought that I'd do. I don't mind this light blue, but when it comes to really, really dark blue on the eyes, I just don't think I can carry it off. But I want to show you something. That I bought from Superdrug only because, not recently, I've not brought my no-buy or anything for it. I bought it in, October? Before my no-buy. And I've still not used it. It's this one, Juvia's Place Allure 2. Can you see it's got all these blues? Not even been swatched yet. This dark blue one is calling my name. But I feel like popping it on over this. I don't think I'd be able to carry that off unless I just like put it in the inner corner. And it's only got that matte. What the hell am I supposed to do with all... What am I supposed to do with that? Doesn't have a light blue in there. Probably have to use Colourpop with that, the fading tissue. That'll probably come out in a Shop My Stash. I'll probably pull that out in next week's Shop My Stash because it's not on the chopping block because I've never even tried it. So I can't put it on the chopping block. I don't know then what we'll be using tomorrow, but we will be using something. The video will be at 6 and yeah, I'll say goodbye for now again. There we go. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.